Hey guys, it's Lauren Yates from Rave It Up here, and today we're going to be chatting over Skype with the recent winner of MasterChef Australia, Larissa Tachi. Larissa, welcome to Rave It Up. It is a pleasure to have you on the show. How are you going today?
Pretty good. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here with you today.
Oh, you're welcome. Well, I'd love to start with a question that I'm sure you're getting a lot at the moment. How was it winning MasterChef? You know, it's what everyone wants, going on to the show, but it wasn't your top priority, was it? You just wanted to learn a lot.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think I'm probably the most surprised out of anyone. When I won, I was just so over the moon. I never thought that I would ever win the competition. I came onto the show with the expectation of only getting it to top 10 maybe, but after that I thought there's just no way. So winning it was just amazing, and to be honest, it felt like a bit of relief because all the hard work was actually worth it, and everything that I've learnt has finally paid off, because obviously being on the show, it definitely wasn't easy.
No, they never make it easy. But you were surrounded by so many amazing cooks as well, so I'm sure you guys have kept in contact and helped each other a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. We're all still in contact, which is good. Obviously on the show it was really hard because we were all there for the one thing, but making friends on the show was just a huge bonus. So that was amazing, and we just learned so much from each other, and we're still learning from each other even now. So it's really, really cool, and yeah, it's been awesome.
That's lovely. A little MasterChef family.
Yeah, it really is, honestly. Once you join MasterChef, you're in that bubble with everyone else. It's great.
And probably same bubble from all the other seasons as well. I'm sure they kind of overlap a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. I think we're friends with other people from other seasons, but you're closer to the ones that you experienced MasterChef with in the current season. So the contestants that I'm with this season, they're the only people that really understand what we went through, and each season have a different challenges, different difficulties to face with. So you really bond over that kind of experience. But it's a bond that will never break, and we're there for not long at all, but we build this relation really, really quickly because you don't have any access to phones, to internet, hardly access to family, and you're sort of just working with what you have and the company that you're with. So you're just learning so much about each other, and you just create that amazing bond with them.
And with the intense experience, like you go in strangers and you come out family. I love it.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's a weird notion, but I think when you experience something like that, you just create this sort of bond with that person. It's someone you can talk to about, you can chat about it. No, they understand what you went through. You can't really tell how your day was to your family because they don't really understand what actually happened. So
yeah, they weren't there.
Yeah.
And how heavy is that winning plate? Because we, see it in photos and see it on the TV, but we're like, geez, that looks heavy.
You know what? It was heavy, but I was happy to lift that up. It was just the most joyous moment. It was pretty heavy though. I'm pretty tiny, so I was just kind of struggling to get it up, but I was so happy. And then I have my whole family underneath me, picking me up as well. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to drop this thing.
Well, you didn't, thank God. Because kind of got to pass it along to all the other people too. So on the show, and I guess even to this day, do you prefer making sweet or savoury dishes?
Do you mean after the show?
Well, both. I'm sure. Did it change? Did you have a preference on the show and then a different preference now?
Well, it's funny you ask that, because before the show, yes, I was more inclined to sweets, but really I entered the show not really knowing that much. I was competing against contestants that were much older than me, and not that age matters, but just that they had more experience not in the industry, but they had their forte down pat. They knew what they liked. They knew what style of cooking they liked. And for me, I am quite young. I haven't really been out in the open for that long. I really just started to really hone in on my passion at that stage. So I was kind of just not sure of what my thing was yet. But I think it kind of worked to my advantage, because not knowing anything, not knowing what my forte is, meant that I had to learn everything. I had to learn everything sweet and savoury, different cuisines, different way of cooking, And that kind of just opened up my mind completely. I wasn't going in with a stubborn mind and arrogant. You have to kind of go in there humble and almost not know anything. So that you're constantly learning about what needs to be done. And for me, I guess eventually, trialing and testing all these different things, these methods and cuisines and styles of food, I kind of just found that I was leaning towards the sweet side, but still very much loved doing savoury because I think you always need that balance.
Oh yeah, definitely. Can't live off desserts forever.
No, definitely not.
So I'd love to talk now about your life before MasterChef and find out how you became you, I guess. So
Yeah.
let's talk about your childhood and growing up, in a big family. Your dad is one of 9 children and you have 3 siblings. So were there always huge family dinners all the time, even not on special occasions?
Oh, definitely. We don't need an excuse to get together and have a freaking feast, because either way, if we decide to catch up for an afternoon tea, there's 100 people at the house. So it's like you can't always have these feasts ready to go, which sounds ridiculous, but it was just so normal. But yeah, I think it all started, I think my earliest food memory for me was eating peaches off my grandfather's farm. So I was brought up on a farm in Dural, and my grandfather was the owner of the farm who had all these different types of stone fruit. So he had peaches, plums, nectarines, all these crazy stuff. So I guess my connection to food started there. I think if you watch food grow, and you see all the different stages of its growing, then you kind of just have this connection to it automatically. But then obviously growing up in a big, huge family, it's all about food, it's all about generosity and love and over the top, overbearing family. But, a lot of love. And then I guess from there, it started when I started working at my mum's cafe when I was 14. So mum owns a cafe, Wild Pear, in Dural, and I've been working there pretty much since it's open. So I was there for about 8 years, just constantly seeing the food come out of the past and seeing the menu change because it's seasonal and it's all local produce. And then I finally grew up a bit older and got my license, and then I wasted a lot of my money and my earnings on just eating out at restaurants in Sydney.
Yeah. Good. It's a bit of a good exposure to other things as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think going to those restaurants in Sydney helped because it kind of just expanded my mind and the possibility of, so many different cuisines and so many different weird flavor combinations. It's just really cool.
Oh, I love that. Definitely got to come by the Wild Pear one day.
Yeah, good, totally.
Now, you also studied a degree in business administration, which is very different from cooking. So was that always a second dream of yours, or was it more like a plan B just in case cooking didn't work out?
A bit of a plan B, probably just no plan at all because I was never interested in it. But it kind of just was that sort of, when you graduate from high school, you have that pressure of people, oh, so what uni course are you going to do now? Or what uni going to? You have that pressure that you have to go to uni. And I just think that, why should I now? But now that's what I think about now. But at the time, I applied for business because it was something that I was good at school. So, if I just applied for it and see how it goes and just do it because I thought I did well in school, then why not? But I haven't actually graduated from it yet.
So was the cooking always the dream and the passion, or did you have other careers in mind as well that you wanted to maybe pursue?
Food was always the thing that I sort of went to, if I was procrastinating, it was because I was reading a cookbook or cooking at home or just Instagramming food or going out. My procrastination was food, and I kind of it kept gnawing at me all the time. That was distracting me from my course, because it's something that I'm really passionate about. And business was just a thing that I thought, it's a general thing. I can apply it anywhere I like. But actually, I think you just have to be passionate about what you do. I think it's about money. I don't think it's about reputation. I think you just got to do what you're passionate about. It's the thing that will last the most, I think.
Oh, absolutely. Couldn't agree with you more. Then you'll never work a day in your life, right?
Exactly.
So, as you said, food has been such a common theme since you're like a kid, maybe baby in your family. But do you remember when you actually started cooking in the kitchen with your mum?
Yeah, I was probably about, I think, I was always in the kitchen with her anyway, just peering over her shoulder to see what she's doing. Because she was, before opening up her restaurant, she was a stay-at-home mum. But I think my earliest memory of cooking was probably when I was about 12 years old. It kind of just sort of started off as, after school I got really, really hungry and mum wasn't home, so I was just like cooking random stuff. And it just excited me. Like, I was like, oh, this is really cool. Like, oh, I wonder if I did this or if I did that. Like, I was just always so curious about it. And the best thing about this this field of, I guess this industry is that you're forever curious. You're forever playing with something. You're still learning. Like, I'm still, even though I won MasterChef, I still feel like I know nothing. Like, there's just a world of things to still learn. So, yeah, I think that was my earliest memories of just cooking after school and then cooking with mum, and now I make dinner, so it's great.
So did you also watch cooking shows and read cookbooks just to expand that knowledge a bit?
Oh, 100%. Mum was very much the one that was always watching cooking shows. Very much an Idella fan, love her. And I met her, so it was awesome.
What a dream come true.
But yeah, yeah, I know, it's crazy. But yeah, so we watched a lot of things together. We loved the same kind of cooking style, cookbooks, and yeah, she's just been such a huge inspiration.
Oh, it's great. And I did read as well online that, you were the restaurant manager for your mum's restaurant. I guess kind of combining your business and your cooking skills into one. Are you still doing that, or are you focusing on your bigger food dream now?
Right now it's on hold. I'm not working at the cafe just yet. I will eventually go back, but as a different role. So as you said, I was a restaurant manager. I want to jump the path and be in the kitchen now. And obviously it's something that I've always wanted to do. So yeah, I'd love to work with mum and eventually open up dinner there one day. But that's going to be a bit later down the track, just because I'm trying to fly with this whole MasterChef win and just to see where it's taking me.
Yeah, it'll be the big dream and goal for the future.
Yeah, exactly. It's something that will tie me down, and, I can't really move that much. So I'm doing what I can now so that I can expose myself and do what I love to do, and yeah, and then do that eventually, which will be cool.
Good luck. You're very talented, so I'm sure you're going to go very, very far.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Now, I'd love to ask you, since you are the youngest contestant so far, I guess, to win MasterChef, who knows, there might be some younger ones in the future. Have you ever found that you've been kind of treated differently for being so young in the industry? Because I know I personally have as well.
Yeah, I mean, it was a constant thing that was questioned by me. Oh, you're so young, or you must struggle without being at home, blah, 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 blah. But, I mean, I think it kind of worked to my advantage. I think people really underestimated me because I was young, so I mustn't know anything, or I'm so naive. What do I know about food? What do I know about doing this and that? So it kind of worked in a way, because I think it's better when someone underestimates you a bit. And there's nothing more satisfying than proving yourself. And I think you're almost proving more to yourself than others at that stage, because you can't start to believe what they say. And not that anyone really said anything, but it kind of was dropped a few comments here and there, between the judges or directors or, crew members, not contestants really. So it kind of just always put that seed of doubt in your mind, thinking, oh God, maybe I'm not really worthy of being here. But I think age is just a number. I don't think it's going to dictate how good you are at something. I think it dictates how much you are passionate about something. I think it's just a number. It doesn't really say much at all about you, except that, I don't know. I mean, yeah, it just means that I haven't had that experience as much as others did, but I guess that worked in my favour in the end.
Yeah, well, you did win, so it's in their face now.
Yeah.
Have you been experiencing any of that now after the show as well, especially with social media and being in the public eye now? People, they find it so much easier just to put hate up online now.
Yeah. Definitely. I think the world of social media allows people to say whatever they want. There's freedom of speech, and I'm not against that at all. But I think in a way I've become a representation for younger people, younger generation, because I think we are discriminated in that sense that we are just looked as someone that is, reckless or naive, or, we're not really taken seriously because of our age. And I think it's just stupid. I think it's just a number. It doesn't mean anything. But yeah, I think if you're in the public eye, no matter what you do with your life, people are going to hate on you on social media. But that's a normal thing, I guess. And to be honest, I don't really focus on that. I've got a lot of support, more so than haters. So I'm really grateful for the community that I live in. Dural, they've been amazing, so supportive. My family, it's just been such a positive experience.
Oh, good. Don't let it get to you in the future either. I know a lot of people do take those haters on board in their comments, and I can totally understand why a lot of people go through depression and things like that because of it.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, but it's a reality.
Unfortunately, but just gotta love who we are and forget about all those other opinions, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Now, I have heard a big project of yours that is coming up, and, correct me if I'm wrong, if the plans are still in place or not, a pop-up restaurant with your fellow contestant Derek at the Wild Pear. 7th and 8th of September? Is that still those dates? What have you got planned?
It's now the 6th and the 7th of September. So if people want to, buy tickets, they are more than welcome to. There's a link on my Instagram bio that people can access and buy tickets, which is awesome. But yeah, Derek is flying down from Perth. We're going to do a 2-night event at the Wild Pet Cafe. And we're really excited because I think people love Derek and I on the show. We sort of have that really funny sister and brother sort of relationship, and people just love that about us. So we thought, why don't we just do this together and do a dinner and just see how it goes.
Great. Do you know what's on the menu yet, or is that all a surprise?
No, we've got a menu. It's a truffle menu, and it's a 5-course menu. And there's going to be other stuff as well happening without mentioning it on the menu as well. So a lot of exciting things. And all that information's on that link that's on my bio as well.
Oh, fantastic. We'll have to go check it out, and everyone go buy your tickets now before they're all sold out, I guess.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's in high demand.
Yeah, very much so.
Speaking of the future as well, you are engaged. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Luke
proposed
so shortly after filming, if people didn't read that online yet. Have you booked a date yet, or is all just still up in the air and still going off your MasterChef win?
It's definitely sunk in now. It's definitely sunk in, which is great. But I wasn't expecting it. I knew we were going to get engaged, but I just didn't know when it was going to happen. So he definitely took me by surprise, and it was just a very special moment. We're so happy, and I think especially because of what we went through, me living in the MasterChef house for that long, and, although you're struggling, the people you leave behind are struggling as well. So it was a real test of the relationship, and it did make and break a lot of relationships in the house. Fortunately for us, it made it. So yeah, we're engaged, and I think we haven't settled the date just yet because it's just been a huge thing that's happened that I've won, and there's just no way I can cater for a wedding for, 500 people in that amount of time. So yeah, I think we're just letting this whole MasterChef thing settle down first, and then start planning a wedding, which will be really cool and exciting.
Oh, it will be. Hopefully you can get some cool big chefs to cater your wedding or something, or the MasterChef judges, so. Who knows?
Why not? Why? We can do a MasterChef challenge there.
That's not daunting at all. Well, good luck with it all. I'm sure you probably will find it difficult to start planning with the rest of the stuff that you do in your life. Got to be good at time management.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, good luck, and I'm very, very happy for you. As soon as I read that, I was like, oh, Look at that.
Aw,
MasterChef
thank
win
you.
and got her man. Got a ring on it.
Thank
Love
you.
it.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. Now, I'd also love to know, do you have any advice for the people watching today who might want to follow their dreams of either if they want to go on MasterChef in the future or opening their own restaurant, following their food dream?
I think, I think you just have to go with your gut feeling. I think you definitely have to, if you have a passion, you have to follow it. There's just no point, because whatever you do that isn't something that you're passionate about, you're forever just going to be depressed in that field of whatever you're doing, and you're just constantly distracted about, what you'd love to do. You're procrastinating about things that you love. And I think don't let people stop you. Don't let people doubt you, because I guess for me, being the youngest, I was sort of a little bit discriminated for my age. Not that it really affected me, but it kind of gave me a bit more drive to really push through and to prove others wrong. If you're going to apply for MasterChef, I seriously prompt you, if food is your passion, then you have to go on MasterChef. It's opened up a million doors for me. You meet all these amazing people. You join this huge MasterChef family with contestants and crew members and the judges, and you build this relationship with everyone, and you start to network through that. If you're passionate about something, then you have to chase your dreams. I think you only have one life. You just got to live it.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more in any field, really, actually. Yeah.
Exactly right.
Well, we are unfortunately getting to the end of the interview, Larissa. This has been a lot of fun. But as a closing statement, and was probably the most important question, knowing what you know now, what would you tell your 14-year-old self?
Oh, oh God. Just keep doing what you're doing. There are good things coming.
She's gone down the right path.
You're going down the right path. Just keep doing it. No regrets, honestly. That's fun.
And before we go today, if the listeners would like to contact you or find out what you're up to in the future, where should they go?
Yeah, just go on my Instagram, just under Larissa Takshi, and I also have a Facebook page as well.
Perfect. Easy enough to find you. I'm sure if we just type you into Google, we'd be able to find you as well.
Probably. I'm everywhere at the moment.
Yeah,
Great.
which is good. In front of people's faces. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show today. It has been an absolute pleasure, Larissa.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. It's been awesome.
Very welcome. You're welcome on the show anytime as well in the future. So let me know. We'll keep in contact. Maybe next time we can do it face to face, because we actually both live in the Hills District, and I'm surprised we're doing it over Skype today.
You're probably down the road from me. That is so funny. I can't believe you're actually in the Hills as well.
Yes, I know. So in the future, we should organise one face to face.
Yeah, 100%, definitely. We'll catch up soon anyway.
Absolutely. Keep in contact.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Lauren. I'll speak to you soon.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed today's interview. If you'd like to check out any of our other interviews, visit our website, raveituptv.com. All the podcasts and videos are there for you to enjoy. But for now, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye!